Welcome to ZTN for Diplomatic Passport. My name is Robert Mkundiwa. Of course, this is your daily weekday update show where we give you updates on what's happening in the world, the region, and of course in Zimbabwe with regards coronavirus and our response to that global pandemic. Of course, as usual, we shall start by giving you our statistics that have been availed to us by the Ministry of Health and Childcare with regards where we stand. Certainly there has been a lot that has been happening, and we should see that the statistics seem to be getting a bit controlled in the nation now. Zimbabwe now has 7,725 confirmed cases of COVID-19, including 227 deaths and 6,007 recoveries. Of course, that puts the national recovery rate at 78%. Now, 630 PCR tests were done in the last 24 hours, recording 14 new cases. Now, these are all local transmission cases, with Harare still the epicenter with 3,243 cases, followed by Bulawayo, which now has 1,406 cases of COVID-19. Now, as you may very well know, we're looking at a season where we're opening up in the coming week. On the 1st of October, we shall be able to travel outside the country, and it's a relief to a lot of people because a lot of our lives revolve, of course, around travel. Now, one person who was affected by a plethora of issues, including that travel ban, is with me in the studio today. Donald, introduce yourself. Who are you? What do you do? And certainly, where were you when all this mess happened?
Okay, thank you for having me here, Robert. My name is Donald Ndoro. I'm a singer-songwriter. I go by the name Luminous Doni. With that also, I recently graduated from civil engineering. I was in Kwame Nkrumah University, which is located in Ghana, Kumasi. Okay. So I spent my time there. I was stuck there. But I managed to actually come back to Zimbabwe in August.
Okay, and when this the lockdowns and the travel bans were enacted, what were your intentions with regards coming to the country, and how were those directly affected?
Okay, I had planned to come to Zimbabwe initially in July, so that I start working on my music. Do more productions, working with producers, more artists and everything like that, more shows. But then actually everything had to be cancelled. I was just stuck there in Ghana. I could not come home. And with regards to my graduation, I had to do it online. That was last week. Okay. I had to do my graduation online, but...
How does that dampen the spirit? Because, you know, we love to, that physical presence, we love to, if at all, toss up our caps and all, and you just had to do this. You had to do this online.
It's very, very sorrowful. You know, it's something I had been waiting for all the 4 years hard work that I was working on. So just doing it virtually, I just decided to just tell myself, well, that's what's there. I can't do anything about it. So I just tried to make myself happy at home.
And there was a deliberate attempt by us here on the Diplomatic Passport to make sure we also focus on Ghana and what was happening there. I think you may remember we even brought AY Puyo onto the show and that sort of thing. And we also even had Amiao Debra from Ghana, a prominent blogger and writer there, giving us, you know, the situation on the ground. But since you were there, what was their lockdown like? What was their approach to responding to COVID-19 like?
Okay, they are very serious about the COVID-19. They are doing the best they can. They are currently, if I'm not mistaken, they are one of the top, if not the top, in testing in the whole Africa. They've been doing a lot of tests. They were doing the contact tracing, making sure that those who are tested positive go to the isolation centers and are treated very well. They are given all the medical equipment and the medicine that they need for that period of time, and people are now actually recovering in Ghana. Yes.
And there's a time when we thought they're more relaxed than we are, but obviously, according to your assessment, they were pretty stringent. And tell us about quarantine. You know, when you decided or when you could travel, how was that trip back home? How was that arranged, and how did you get here, and what happened?
Okay, I came back with Ethiopian Airways. They were repatriating some Zimbabweans. So I joined that flight. At that point in time, around August 14th, they were doing then 8 days of quarantine, and then you do another 6 days at home. So I went to a private lodge for quarantine, awaiting for my results. So the first time I did an initial test, and then on the 7th day, that's when we do the PCR test, so that we can see if you are positive or negative and know what to do next. And fortunately, I was negative. And but still, when you're negative, and this is the story we also were looking at just recently with Amara Brown, who was sponsored by Mercy Corps, and talking about that reception. Of course, this was not the first time you had come back home from Ghana. Yes.
But certainly the reception looks or tends to be different. We're very excited when you're coming from Ghana, you're coming back home. But in the age of COVID-19, there's no scarier creature than somebody coming from outside the country. And people are not too eager to run and give you that hug and that sort of thing because of the stigma and of the fear. Did you experience something like that? And how did you deal with it if you did?
Personally, I didn't know what to do, because you wouldn't know what a person is thinking. So when you come back, you won't know, will they really accept you? So when someone sees me, I think twice. Should I hug them? Should I not? Because what would they think, even if you have the negative test? But the fact that you have traveled is something that can be alarming to someone. So I kept myself home for some time without telling people I'm there, because I knew if I just start telling
that's
people.
That's something of self-stigma as well, because you're thinking, you're self-censoring, if anything. And perhaps also to look at the environment. How has flying changed? How has flying differed, in your opinion, from when you were flying previously and being on this particular flight, where people are in a state of anxiety, of fear even, and some will even bubble wrap themselves? What was the experience like?
When I was traveling, I was actually quite scared, but I had to just say, no, I have to go home. So I make sure that I'm doing all the necessary precautions. You would actually find in the flight, some people will be wearing some protective clothing, some huge masks, some glasses, all of those things. And you actually see, oh, people are actually scared about this thing. And so when you're flying these days, there's social distancing. And
how's that like? Is it, will you skip one seat? Is it one person at the window and a couple on the aisle whatsoever? What was that looking like on that flight?
Okay, usually they would put one person, then they leave another seat, and then the next person will take the other seat. So there'll be a seat between the people. And then when you're actually boarding the plane, they actually have some distance between people when you're boarding the plane. Yes, so that's the measures that the airlines were taking. But it's really difficult to actually take care of, as people will be many in the flight.
Oh yeah. And especially, you know, you want to go to the bathroom, for example.
Yes.
And those sort of things. And it comes with, it's second nature to you know, to sneeze or have that cough, and you know, that whole look that you get. There's a lot less warmth to flying, I can imagine. But I will also ask about the hospitality in the skies. One of the things that I really loved about flying with certain airlines is how almost personalized it is. You know, they bring your drink, open your drink for you, you know, pour your glass and that sort of thing. And what's the new normal when you're getting this hospitality? Because obviously that warmth and closeness is no longer there.
Yes. So actually, the workers will actually be trying to protect themselves as well. So they'll be wearing their masks and their gloves. So they will hand you the food, and then you have to actually eat it on your table and serve yourself. So they'll just give you drinks and then you serve yourself.
You should get discounts these days. But finally, let's look at you as an artist. When you came back home, what have you started working on as Luminous?
Okay, I recently shot out a video. It was Daylight Dream. It's now on my YouTube channel. I shot it in Ghana, so I shot 2 videos. So then there's a second video.
We believe you, because even as you speak, there's a
Yes.
tinge of that accent.
Ghanaian accent.
Yes, I'm struggling to know whether it's AY Poyo or it's you. But
4 years is not a joke. So some of that Ghanaian culture has actually come to me. So I'll be actually releasing a second video in October. So on my YouTube channel, people can actually check it out.
Absolutely. And today you brought us something to watch as we wrap up the show.
Yes,
and
that's
what's the Daylight Dream? What's that all about, and what's that centered on?
Okay, Daylight Dream is about, you know, when you miss someone so much and then you actually see figments of the person, but they are not there. So it depends on how you take it. You can take it as your lover that has gone to a faraway country, or you can take it as someone who has passed away. So that's the main topic about the song. Is about you're reminiscing the presence of someone who's not there next to you, but you're actually dreaming. Yes.
Well, thank you for joining us today. And of course, you keep those comments coming in on my Twitter handle at ZimRobbie, that's ZIMROBBIE, or robinkondiwa@gmail.com. And of course, we shall be with you again tomorrow. You shall miss us for a bit of a while in what shall be your Daylight Dream, but we have not passed away. We are here tomorrow at the same time on Zimpabwe's television network on Diplomatic Passport. And of course, we'll leave you watching Daylight Dream by Luminous.
I'm standing here with my heart on the line, without standing bleeding. I can't stay into bed. Can you tell me now? Can I live without you? Can I move on my life without you by my side? I'm standing here with my heart on the line, without standing bleeding. I can't stay into bed. Can you tell me now? Can I live without you? Can I move on with my life without you by my side? I gotta be stronger now. I guess I have to take the chance. I'm gonna be moving on without you. Come and hold me now with your gentle hand. The kind of one can try to comprehend. Come and relieve me now. Hold the daylight dream. But who am I fooling now? You are never coming back. Every step I took, I couldn't imagine that this time would come. Reminiscing your presence, how would I know?